Working as intended.
Music is bad and you should feel bad. Alright, still in Heaven's Ward. Still have like 5 patches of quests to go. Alright, should we go finish off some class quests? Hello, learn Tetragrammaton. Royale would call a meeting to discuss measures against the taint. Oh, we're punching this thing in the taint again. Monica, we have conceived a plan to deal with the taint. We would share the particulars with everyone. Might I trouble you to fetch Eshiva? She will have returned to Fallguard Float, I believe. Pray return here after you've notified her. Everyone shall be waiting. Can't remember what I was doing for them. Oh yeah, didn't I chase somebody through Corinthus about some taint shit? Hi, Shiva. Oh, it's you, Monica. I must apologize for my earlier display. The seeds here wish to see me despite the disrespect I showed them. Though their ways baffle me, I cannot be denied that they care for the forest. Perhaps they deserve more credit than I give them. I will go, of course. Let us strike out at once. Diplomacy. Hi, guys. We're back. I have to do an instance. It's a level 60 dungeon, so of course you will. Our thanks for coming. Without further ado, let us begin. After last meeting, I went to the Guardian Tree and presented the tainted flesh to the Great One. His reaction was telling. The felt aether bears identical to the taint which now threatens the 12th wood. Unless we stop Alako, the forest will be reduced to a wasteland of death. Malik gave me to understand that you have conceived a plan to deal with the taint. What is this plan? Shoot rocks at her. Simply put, Arwen and I will accompany you to the Dravanian Forelands. As your Delos aware, we Padjals are chosen by the elementals to convey their will. Should that will go unheard or be misinterpreted, harmony would be lost and tragedy inevitably befall. In order to prevent this, we strive to hone our sensitivity to elementals far beyond the limits of ordinary men, and this sensitivity allows us to perceive even the slightest fluctuations in the aether. With our faculty for sensing aether, Arwen and I shall ascertain the site of Alco's experiment, and once we find it, we will join our powers to Monica's and purge the taint once and for all. You will leave the forest, but what of the will of the elementals? Rest assured, we have obtained the Elder Seedseer's permission. Our sisters shall see to it that the elementals do not go unheard during our absence. But above all, your word struck home. We will not leave the two of you to bear the burden alone. We shall do all we can to aid you as Padjals and White Mages both. Truly mean to leave the forest and help us? Yep. In the heat of the moment, I forgot myself and spoke out of turn. I pray you can forgive me. There is not to forgive. On the contrary, we are grateful for you for opening our eyes. Now, I trust you can rely upon you to guide the way. Listen, Maka, this will be our first time outside the forest, and we will most certainly make fools of ourselves. I would thank you not to enjoy yourself overmuch. I shall go with the Seedseers to Tailfeather. Pray meet us there. I look very Medica-like. I look like a healer. And we're off to punch things in the taint. Hi guys, meeting time. So we are Tailfeather. Why the journey here wasn't nearly as daunting as I expected. I dare say we could have made it without it, Shiva. Bold words coming from someone who fairly hugged our guide during the entire journey. Seeing as we are here, we ought to get to work. Do you sense anything, brother? I do. Not only the aether wrenches the stomach, it emanates from the north and west. A cavern lies in that direction. Mornet is called, and if memory serves, so too does a water vein. It seems to me that this is where we must go. I must warn you all, though, that the air is thick with dragons. We must proceed with caution. Dragons, you say? Well, I, for one, would welcome the excitement. The journey thus far has been rather dull for my tastes. Sure it has. Dull seals just fine, since remember, our party is to purge the taint. As if I would forget, the fate of the 12 is at stake. Let us make haste to mourn and confront Alakwa. Scaredy cat. We're about to mourn what's about to happen. I level 270, that should be enough for this quest. Up the mountain into the cave that the little dragon does for the dailies. This one? No, it's farther in. That didn't lead anywhere. I'm sure there's a path in there leading into the cave somewhere. Should we just enter through the front? It's like, which path leads where? It's like, I have no idea how to get there. From this cave? Hi, B rank. I don't think there's anything in this cave. Fuck it, we'll go from Annex. Just take the regular entrance. Presuming it's this open area over here. Instance time! Random dragon staring at us. What kind of shit do I have to do here? Paying attention and actually killing the ads, not like me getting destroyed by it during the monk one. Hello, random dragon. So, you are still alive. Most intriguing. Horns such as I have, yet you are not Aura. Well, whatever you are no different from the others. You have come to interfere with my experiment, but know this, that it is your ignorance that has led us down this path. We Zayla are nomads who roam and live off the land. My tribe was no different. Yet though we did no harm to those whose lands we traversed, they treated us as vermin. In their ignorance, they feared us, and that fear manifested as spite and violence. My loved ones and I were cursed at, spat upon, beaten, and worse. It was out of desire to protect them that I began my research. Such pain we have suffered, I swore that I would visit upon the ignorant masses 100-fold. And soon I shall fulfill my goal, for my experiment has finally borne fruit. To be sure, there is still work to be done. Such robust flesh cannot be sustained by ordinary either. Nay, it must needs be fed something far more potent to the taint. My pet can only go where the pain exists, and so I shall fill the whole world with it. Sister, I sense naught but befouled aether from that dragon. It is without a doubt the source of the taint. We must needs purify it whole. You would get in the way of my vengeance, and you shall be the first to feel my wrath. Alright, murder tainted, punch the dragon, then taint. Defeat the zombie dragon. Zombie dragon's getting its ass kicked. Vengeance is get fucked. Filled aether refuses to disperse. What is dead can never die. The power of healing, use it to purify the stagnant aether. Give it some cure too. Enemy, soulless knights. Night to meet you. Yeah, should we just one-shot it? I presume it's like, what is it, Labyrinth of the Ancients will explode when they hit the middle? I mean, we kind of healed it already. You want us to heal it more? I mean, all that healing, it still wasn't enough. My pet cannot be slain. Let's just kill it again. Granite Rain. This thing's gonna get its ass kicked. This happens when you're like 100 eye levels more than you need. Alright, more slaves. More bad aether. I just must tell you, you struggle in vain. We'll see about that. Alright, it's already healed. Oh, even arrow kills in one hit. Benediction. I guess I could have bennied it right at the start. Guys, I think the aether is fine. 'Twas but a matter of time. No, you'll not get in the way of my vengeance. It still returns. The felt aether is gone, we nearly have it. Guys, don't stick around in melee range. More undead, get murdered. Did it. More cutscene. Alright, do we get to punch from the taint too? My dreams all gone to dust. I'm powerless by my people, powerless to change anything. We are cowards, all of us. That which we do not understand instills fear within us, and so we lash out. In return, you shall strike back at those who hurt you. You have done terrible things and must be held to account for your crimes. But no, that is not too late to make amends. You still have a chance to atone. Your knowledge may yet be used for good. You need but find a new purpose, and I shall be glad to help you look for it. With all apprehended, it seems safe to say the danger that dwells wood is past, and we owe it all to the two of you. This experience has taught me much and more, not least of all how powerless I was in the face of an external threat. If I'm to protect the forest, I must need to spend less time with my head in the treetops and more with my feet to the ground. To that end, I shall strive to be a Padjal as Master Ottawa was, standing ready to journey to the ends of the world if needs be. Were it not for your shining example, I never would have found the courage to come to this decision. I cannot thank you enough. Just get married already? Master Aaron, when the time comes for you to embark upon your journey, please allow me to accompany you. It isn't safe to travel alone, you know that this is to be. Besides, you need someone to keep a record of all your deeds, that they might be passed on to future generations. For all my bold words, I'm still but a green sapling. Nevertheless, I would serve you faithfully as my grandfather once served Master Ottawa. Ottawa, like in Canada? I should be heartened to have your company, Yeshiva. I shall endeavor to be Padjal worthy of your respect. Thank you, Master Arwen. I swear you'll not be disappointed in me. I'm supposed to say I noticed this before, but he's got hentai protagonist hair. I'll just talk to you again. Arwen, I shall escort Alico and place her in the Wood Whaler's care. Pray come and see us afterwards at Camp Tranquil. We would thank you properly. Alright, come back once you're completely finished with Heaven's Ward. All done. During the entire way back, Alico did not so much as favor us with a glance, but neither did she attempt to flee. I believe there is hope for her yet. Until such time as she finds a new purpose, I shall visit her cell as often as my duties allow. With the sword of the team banished, the Great One's warnings have ceased. We shall rest easy for a time. Disaster has been averted thanks to you and Eshiva. We are eternally in your debt. You are kind for saying so, my lady, but I have done scarcely anything. All your gratitude be reserved for Monica. Allow me to thank you as well. Had you not sought me out that day, I never would have found my true calling. Bidding into dash on Company Master Arwen as he works to maintain peace and harmony within the Twelves Wood. I know not where our journeys will take us, but when next we meet, I shall stand before you a stronger woman. We had best be on our way. Fare you well in your own journeys. I look forward to seeing you again within the Twelves Wood and without. Just get married already. I really pretty much exhausted everything I had intended to say, so I shall say this. I mean to do my part as well. Together with my siblings, I shall work to preserve the harmony of the forest, protecting it from threats both within and without. As for you, Monica the White, with your newfound powers, pray continue employing our art for the betterment of the realm. May the light of succor and solace shine wherever you may go. Sweet, new superpower. Alright, do we get to pose? Get to pose. Yes, new superpower! By bringing the taint to the source, you'll learn new shit. This concludes the White Mage quests. Come back once you've finished the main story. All the way up to Stormblood. Alright, scholar things? This one would have been out in Upper Lenosha, right? Over in Tonberry land? Yes, if I recall, don't you have to, like, Esuna some shit during this one? I just remember being really hard to target people and get the Esuna out. So it's kind of annoying. At least it used to be, I'm not sure if they changed it. Hi, Tonberry friend. Suito Karito appears resolute. I get to learn how to eat my fairy. Is that what I saw there? I have it, the means to track our inevitable voice send. The time has come to discuss our attack. After our brief training. I've been waiting for this day. What's the plan? First we need to attack our core. I believe it has been feeding upon the aether of local creatures to regain its strength. The way in which it feeds leaves behind unique aetherial traces. As breadcrumbs mark the path of a hungry child, this trail will lead us straight to the void scent. How do we detect these traces? With Lily's aid, she can sense where the void scent has left aether undevoured. We'll begin our search where you unearth the amphora and follow where Lily leads. Once she senses the void scent is near, we will force it to show itself. Lily will illuminate the area and her light will dispel the magics concealing it. Right, my dear? Hooray! With the void scent visible, we will attack with all our might. The Marines will charge and kill before it causes more damage. This is it, our chance to prove the might of our core. Little one, the fate of the realm is in your hands. Are you ready? So excited. And of course it's clear. May our plan ensure the sickness never again claims a victim. To victory, come hells or high water! Alright, murder time. Need to summon my fairy though. Alright, we're going up here. All these are final quests, so they're all instances. Found traces. We're tracing a path. Evil stuff. Aether traces remaining from devoured prey. Your fairy senses the void scent is moving towards Zelma's Run. Alright, see you, friend. Just go back here. Alright, ninja things are here too. I'm not at 56 yet, though. My melee I've been slacking. Tracing more areas. More bad stuff. Does really need a cutscene for each one of these? Aether traces from our prey. Your fairy senses the voice is moving towards Camp Bronze Lake. Uh-oh. What is it? But that way lies Camp Bronze Lake. What purpose could it have there? The healing waters? No, I suppose it is home to... Of course, the wounded Maelstrom soldiers. It means to spread the sickness and youth through them. We must stop it quickly to the camp. Gotta Esuna everybody. Stop the sickness. Yep, instance time. Over-leveled instance time. Or at least over-eye-leveled. God damn, the place is bloody crowded. If we don't find the Voidson quickly, there'll be a lot more Tonberries. But how do we draw it out from the open if we can't see it? Give the soldiers to evacuate. Ron can find the Voidson with Lily's light. Searching mission. Only you can track the void scent. Ethereal trace. What is this telling us? It's telling us there's an annoying thing here. It's getting fucked up. More traces. More traces. Plague pus. Dude, Alka-Seltzer there is using the old warrior technique. Using flash as a cross-class skill. Get murdered. It was here a moment ago. There's traces everywhere. Hardened Marine comes over to help out. Come along, Marine, come help. Alright, nothing up there. Where's more traces? Oh, there's one. There's a whole bunch. Alright, you take on that. I'll go see about this. Was here a few seconds before. I mean, this is bad things. Now where? It's like it was here mere seconds ago. Oh, way back here. Anything else hiding back here? Yep. Run away. Run after it. Kill it. Oh, hi. At long last. Monster! For Limza, for the Tonberries, and for Glory, attack! Man, imagine if Godbert was here taking a bath. To victory, come hells or high water! He just come over here and just fucking suplex this thing. Alright, kill it. Do stuff to dispel the stuff that it does. Prevent the Nemean Plague and slay the Void Scent. It will try to infect. Void Blood. Aggravate. Plague Purge. So just keep an eye on him and dispel the stuff when he gets the debuff. Rarg. Just made him my focus target. Tonberries! Dang it. Yep, it's still annoying. Oh, yeah, that's right. From what I'm reading, you don't DPS. You just Esuna everybody over and over again. Kind of annoying. Alright, let's try this again. The enemy's still here. So I guess you have to keep an eye on all three of them. Can I sucker it all, everybody? Oh, it looks like you have to dispel everybody. Need more focus targets. I think they'll do enough damage to it. Okay, so every time those bubbles spawn. Tonberries! Dispel everybody. No, you still need dispels. Did it. Your debuff, though. Yeah, literally at the end there is just Esunaing the entire time. Is it? Get back, it's trying to infect us. No! Now! Get fucked. We did it! We're victorious! Everyone's so happy. Random Tonberry. Yes, when I think on the horror visit upon my people, But now no one else will share our fate. My thanks to you and Zolka both. You've got my gratitude as well. Good to see proper Royal Marines at it again. Indeed, as today the torch is passed to you. May the Royal Marines evermore defend the people. Thumbs up, Chief. Alright, did it. Now talk to everybody. Blade Tonberry Eyes always running with, bah, who am I kidding? You did a fine job indeed. But don't you dare think of easing up on your training account of one victory. If you sell the name of my beloved Marines, I'll flay the skin off your back. I see a Tonberries. An honor flying beside you, man, and if you ever have need of it, you need only ask. Hardened Marine. Ain't common feeling that safe in the battle. I reckon these Nimians knew what they were doing with them scholars and fairies. I'll have your back too if you ever need it. Alright, big friendship party. Imagine defeating a Void Centaur 1500 years old. When we first met, I didn't dare think we'd achieve such things together. That is gone and the Royal Marines are born anew. Not a bad day's work, I dare say. We are far from finished. I do not know what threats the future holds, but they will not find us unprepared. Not as long as I have aught to say about it. To victory, my friend, come hells or high water. Spend the entire fight curing AIDS. I have gathered Voice's remains. With careful research, they should yield the secrets I need to heal my people. I am not so naive as to believe the answer will come quickly, yet the cure shall be ours one day. For now, my people will labor so that we may walk with yours towards a brighter dawn. I would see a future where we are part of the realm, not shunned by it. Thank you, my friend. Lily chose most wisely in you. Allow me to pass on to you one of Nim's mightiest abilities, Dissipation, a secret spell meant for use only by those scholars who have earned the full trust of their fairy companions. Use it with care. I must return to my people and you to yours. Fare you well, and may our efforts make tomorrow a brighter day. Sweet, I learned how to chomp down on my fairy. Om nom nom, fairy for stacks. Tasty fairy. Superpower. Alright, that concludes this storyline. There's still some stuff to do at Idleshire. Namely some crafting. Do some quick crafting. Can you just go straight into this? Oh, I mean, if it's good, I can. Gotta do things for the children. And lots of experience. Because, you know, my crafters need experience. So, Lois, ever so grateful to you. Thanks to you, the Maelstrom will have enough materials to wage 1,000 wars. I can just hear the sound of the cannons firing and fruits crack and hulls cracking. Did I mention that I wanted to be a pirate when I was small? Shenanigans. You'll be happy to know that Slowian's instincts were right on the mark once more. My contact in Limsa tells me that the material you collected for the Maelstrom was, and I quote, a bloody godsend. Those are the Admiral's own words. Can you believe it? Zloy still can't believe it. Every piece has been sold off and at prices that have our coffers overflowing like never before. I can finally provide the children with the life they deserve. 1 square meal a day to accompany the usual porridge. Blankets and bedding free of mold and moth holes. Shoes with actual soles. And finally, Zoe can treat herself to a fresh bowl of pineapple pudding every other day. Not every day? What would you eat the other day? Why, nothing, of course, but don't worry. I just close my eyes, savor the smells wafting from Adkarik's kitchen, and chop my teeth together. If I try really hard, I can almost convince myself that I'm dining on a full-course meal. Alright, get some stuff. Do I get everything? Yes. Satisfaction. Savior of the orphanage. Thumbs up. Alright, and then I have your next ones to turn in. Another cutscene. It's like, here's the new items you need. There's so much work to be done. New favor. New favor? Yes, new favor. Hooray! I think Zoe would live to see the day when Memphian's arms is finally free of dead. Not that I thought I'd actually die, of course. At least not for a while. I mean, we're all going to die one day, right? Oh dear, that conversation took a depressing turn. What I meant to say is thank you oh so much for all you've done. Thank you. Business is thriving and Zoe can finally keep Memphia's arms running on her own. Oh, Tkeb. What brings you out here? Something the matter? Did Zoe forget your supper again? No, Miss Loy, it's my friend. Told her my name day was coming and she started crying. She said she doesn't know when her name day is. Then I started crying too. When I first came to Memphian's arms, I cried in my bed every night. I tried to smile in front of you, Miss Loy, but deep down I knew that Mommy and Daddy were never coming back. But Miss Loy was so nice to me, and Chloe would always cheer me up with stories about dragons. Before I knew it, I wasn't crying anymore. And so I want to do what Chloe and Miss Loy did for me. But what can I do, Miss Loy? If only I could give her my name day, I would. Yes, wait. Tab, you're a genius, don't you see? We'll just declare your name day the same the day of all your friends who don't have a name day of their own. We can all celebrate together and none of you will have to feel alone. That's such a good idea, I wish I'd thought of it. Or wait, did I? I'm sorry, can we really? It would make her so happy. Thumbs up. Of course you can, but we're going to need presents, and not just any presents. Presents that these poor boys and girls will be able to forget. If only for a day, all the pain and suffering that's endured in there. Oh, I'm sorry, I seem to have something in my eye. Ninjas are cutting onions. Get yourself together, Zoloy. Standing around here sniffing isn't going to get anything done. Alright, I think I know what you need to do. Are you ready to get collecting? Why, yes. I happen to have some already done. For the children. And level up. Usual cutscene, you've been a busybody. Working as hard as ever, see, where would Zoe be without you? Out on the street eating stale flatbread and month-old pineapple pudding, that's where. Still don't forget to give yourself a rest from time to time. Can I interest you in a bowl of pineapple pudding? I don't think it's rotten yet. Ew. Alright, so I think next week is the final one. Alright, so run in Idleshire. Waiting for an unexpected proposal. There she is. Hi, Rowena. Rowena's planning a trip to Revenant's Toll. What kind of business shenanigans are going on this time? Good to you. Something on your mind? I've been called back to Revenant's Toll to take care of a new shipment of wares, but if matters of money that require my attention... Hold that thought. It seems I have visitors, some more welcome than others. Pardon the intrusion, Mr. Rowan. I realize I was here only a few days ago, but I must really speak with you about... Good, you're still here. We need to talk about the promissory note. Now, I know what you're thinking. That stinking sack of good shit ain't got me goddamn money. Well, you're wrong. I saved up every last gil. The thing is, my mates took me out for a drink to celebrate, and... Excuse me, sir, but when people are talking, it's generally considered rude to interrupt. I know not what matter of business you have with Runa, but I'm quite sure it can wait. As I was saying, shock. As I was saying, Mr. Runa, have you perchance been able to arrange a meeting with your associates? As much as I would ask them about their work on arcane sentries. Hold on a bleeding minute. You're telling me to wait? Didn't no one ever teach you to shut your gob when grown-ups are talking? My life, and more importantly, my note at the tavern's at stake here. Now be a good lad and bugger off till Uncle Geralt had a say. Geralt, mind your own advice for once and keep quiet. I'll deal with you soon enough. Regarding your question, Ardashir, the answer is no. The client I had in mind's a bit of a recluse and stubborn as all hells in her old age. She wouldn't hear of any meeting and I ain't got time to press her on her at the moment. Too much to do by half. It's like you got enough on your plate without having to worry about an old mate's Owens. Tell you what, let's forget about it for... No. I know what hole you have drunken yourself into, sir, and quite frankly, I do not care. I have important business to go to Mr. Runa and demand you to leave us be this instant. Bah, the youth of today, jumped up self-serving little shits, a lot of you. Fine, tell us then, your highness. What's this business of yours that's more important than a man's life, eh? Well, out with it. Very well, it will only explain, if only to explain myself to Rowena. Together with my master, I've been conducting research into the manipulation of spiritual and etheric energies in what you call the Near East. Our work has shown that the soul is in fact an agglomeration of a specific type of force. This force defines the quiddity of man and makes us who we are. While the soul is indeed inimitable, we believe it possible to create a quasi-soul. Thus we turn our attention to anima, the self-same force which allows individuals to traverse the life stream via aetherites. By infusing a soul stone with the requisite quantities of aether, this force may be harnessed. But after years of research and experimentation, we have naught to show for it but inert husks of stone. We repeated the process again and again, and adjusting every element, the results was always the same. At length, my master declared the project failure and turned his thoughts to other matters. But I could not give up, not after witnessing the beauty of anima, not after coming so close, and that is why I've journeyed hither to Erosia. I'm certain that with Charlene's knowledge of arcane sentries, I can complete my project. I'm also certain that the resultant souls will be worth more to mankind than the ale-soaked dishclout that passes for yours. Finished, have you? Well then allow me to retort. Seems to me you're a cocked little brat that speaks a little without saying aught. You talk like a man of learning when 'tis plain you're just a boy that's never had a thought of his own, and couldn't even if he tried, not that you ever would, of course. And why? Because the youth of today can't be bothered to do an ounce of honest work for themselves. Now since duty, things get rough and you run for help, leaving a trail of piss in your wake. Do you reckon then scholarly folk from Charlene asked for the answer whenever they got stuck? Not bloody likely, because they used their bloody brains. 'Tain't even that hard. If I saw these soul things burning out too quick, I'd think about seeing them inside something strong, like a weapon maybe, to keep all that life from escaping. It'd cost him a bit of freedom, aye, but it'd keep him around for a damn sight longer than you managed. What's more, if the bloody things really are alive, like you say, you'd end up with a weapon that could think for itself, which could be bloody lethal in the right hands. What do you say to that, you preening little shit? An anima weapon? That is absolute genius. I mean, not only to preserve created anima, but to employ it. Anima weapons, eh? Aye, that'll sell. Quite an interesting proposition, girl. One that would be quite lucrative. Want to help poor Ardashir here with his work and see what you can make of it. Help that spineless streak of piss? You're joking, aren't you? And why in the seven hells would I play nursemaid to a water-rat brat like him? I was just spouting shit. I didn't really mean none of it. Is that right? Pity. Sounded like something we could have made a bit of coin out of. Enough to make me forget your debts, like it is not. Your debts that I won't be forgetting otherwise. Changed your mind? Good. Listen, Ardashir, he may be a drunken bloody fool, but he's also the finest blacksmith in all the realm. If anyone can forge a weapon capable of holding your souls, it's him. An adventurer friend here, my dear sweet Monica, is a well-known hero around these parts. I'm sure she'd love nothing more than to try out your new weapon when it's finished, ain't that right? Just think, but you'd be the first in all Verizia to wield one of those anima weapons, which ain't a bad name now that I come to think of it. Anima weapon. Aye, that'll do. do not want... Now, don't be so hasty. This here is fate. What else could have brought the three of you to me at the same time, eh? And don't go telling me the thought of a weapon that learns and adapts to combat don't interest you, because we both know it does. Girl, was it? Pray forgive me for my rudeness earlier. If you truly are the smith she claims, I would be honored to have your assistance. And you, Monica, I gather you're the perfect candidate to test the weapon once it's complete? But I have a 270 weapon already. Unless you give me a score with Rena, then I suppose my hammer's yours. But don't think I'm getting roped into this alone. If I have to forge it, you have to wield it. Alright. Reluctant nod. I promise you will not regret this. Nice to see you how you're all getting on now. You're going to need a place to work, and I know just the spot. As this law, the seat of elegant science, floating on high over Albalathia's spire. None of the equipment up there will be any use to you, mind. Only the 12 know how that stuff works. Still, it'll keep prying eyes away until the weapon's ready. I'll arrange for an airship to take you within the day. The fabled Law. I look forward to seeing you there. Waiting for her to turn to Rowan and be like, really? Today is proving more productive than I thought. Geralt out my hair, and soon I'll have new merchandise for the House of Splendors. Assuming this ridiculous plan of his works. I'm counting on you. So excited. Geralt Blackthorn. Going out to Azaz Law again. Annoying quest line begins. Suddenly blacksmithing stuff. Equipment moved all the way out here. Fabled Azaz Law. I'd heard stories about who would have believed such a technology marvel could exist and floating in the sky at that. If only my master could see me now. This isn't time for gawping. Come, let us begin our work on the anima weapon. Okay. Let us start. It's like first step complete. A new saga begins. A soul without life. You receive an anima weapon for a scholar. Alright, I level 170? Yep. Seems eager to bring anima into being. I take it you're ready to proceed? Excellent. Geralt has already begun work on the weapon that will serve to contain the anima. Difficulty lies in setting the thing long enough for the transfer to take place. With the appropriate stabilizing materials, I believe it could be possible, provided we act quickly. I've brought several soulstones with me, so you needn't worry about that. I shall see that one is fitted to your weapon. The only things I do not currently possess are crystals capable of handling the quantities either required for our work. To be certain, we need astral and umbral nodules. With that we were working in Rads in hand, I knew of a merchant there who sold them. Cost though they were, I was never wanting for supplies. Perhaps Mistress Rona would know of someone willing to trade. Might you be willing to speak with her on my behalf? No doubt whoever she refers to will not part with them readily, but I trust you'll be able to come to some manner of arrangements. In the meantime, Geralt and I will finish preparation for the anima weapon. Safe travels, friend. So if you've finished the ARR anima weapons, you can skip this first step. The first step has you going and beating a whole bunch of fates in each of the zones. I think it's like you need like one crystal from every zone. Or a couple crystals from every zone. I think you need to go through about... I think back then it was about 100 fates to get everything you needed. Hi, Rowena. This is my favorite adventure. How's the animal weapon coming along? Astronomical modules? Might be a... Sindani will have what you're after. She's a jewel by trade, but her work with crystals is something to behold, let me tell you. They say she can strip him of elementals, charge him with new ones, even make him out of thin air. You can believe such a thing. Can't vouch for the rumors herself, but her profits say plenty. She can be a bit picky about clients, but you being the warrior of light and all, I'm sure your sparkling reputation will catch your eye like the crystals she's so fond of. If you go upstairs, you'll find her out on the terrace. It's like you have to climb the stairs and get up here to get her. Now just fly up there. Hello, Zodiac weapon exchange. I need stuff. Ah, Warrior of Light, what a pleasant surprise. No need to be alarmed, my dear. It is my business to know all warriors' treasures, be they material or mortal. Tell me, to what do I owe the pleasure? Umbral nodules? My, I see you're a woman of unusual taste. Might I ask what you plan to do with such curious crystals? Make a weapon. In essence akin to the soul, I suppose such peculiar work would call for crystals as equally peculiar. While you were wise to seek me out, I've dedicated my life to the study of crystals, and I cannot bear the thought of knowing there are crystals I could not procure. Mind you, these are no mere baubles or trinkets, you ask me. Crystals of such purity are not easily come by, but to be so rich in astral and umbral aspected energies. Still, the proper materials I believe can be done. It will require a great deal of aether, obviously, and of a specific persuasion. I inform that when a man falls in battle, residual energy hangs in the aether long enough after his spirit has returned to the life stream. This energy can infuse crystals in vicinity with a purity not often seen in nature, a purity essential for what you desire. I can use these crystals, luminous crystals I call them, to imbue empty ones with the astral and umbral energies necessary to create what you seek, but I require one crystal of every element. They'll not be easy to come by, of that I can assure you. You will likely have to scour every ilm of Erosia to find them. Concerned look. However, there may be one way to acquire the aether we need. It requires something of the rarest sort, something much more precious than luminous crystals. As I mentioned before, it is my business to know all of his treasures, and if the rumors are true, there exist certain weapons of legend said to have supped on the souls of countless enemies. In fact, a certain great hero who wields one of these weapons is supposedly working with a young researcher somewhere beyond the Sea of Clouds. This is only what I heard. I will not hold you to ransom on the strength of mere hearsay. Even so, the rumors of these weapons are not so easily dismissed. Embodiments of war, veritable reservoirs of soul energy. If you're in possession of such a weapon, creating these astral and umbral nodules would be as child's play. Or you can simply click the required luminous crystals. I will assist you all the same. I'll leave the choice in your famously capable hands. Players who possess Zodiac weapons Zeta may exchange it for both the astral and umbral nodules. Excalibur Zeta must be exchanged together with the Aegis Shield Zeta. Please note, however, that the Zodiac weapon Zeta will be lost upon completing the exchange. Players may acquire their astral and umbral crystal in exchange for element aspect luminous crystals. These crystals may be obtained, albeit at a low probability, by participating in fates in certain areas. So you have to go to, like, different areas. It's just like Atmas. And then you can review the information at any time. Alright, do we do some exchanging? Offer a Zodiac weapon. So the rumors are true, you possess a Zodiac weapon? Never in all my years have I had the privilege of working with something so precious. Fueled by countless soul and shaped by the strength of your own, it will make a fine pair of astral and umbral nodules. I must warn you, this process will consume the Zodiac weapon completely, both body and soul. You will have your crystals, but this will mark the end of your weapon and its legendary trail. That's okay, you can go get replicas. Alright, offer this to create it will be lost, yes. Please warn this process irreversible and the Zodiac weapon will be permanently lost. Proceed, yes. I can't shove it in my armory chest anyways. Simply exquisite. Never ever seen such concentration of pure aether and so lovely a frame. The life energy is palpable. With this, I'll have all I need to infuse crystals with the energies of light and dark. Behold! The astral and umbral energies have once dwelled within the weapons have been made manifest. Knowledge of the purest aether. My soul energy, last resort Zeta, Sindani has created astral and umbral nodules. Thanks. Alright, I'm back. Were we able to acquire what we need? Yes. Check it out. Did it! That was quick. Yes, these appear to be genuine. I don't ask what this cost you, but you have my sincerest thanks. As promised, the soul stone's ready. All that remains now is the aether infusion. When the weapon Geralt has forged is strong enough to contain the resulting anima, we shall soon be the proud parents of a living weapon. Now, let us begin. Shiny sound effects. Theo's taken hold in the soul stone, but it will not last long. Quick, girl, seal it within the weapon before the aether fades. It's hammer time. Hammer a book. That should do it. That thing ain't going nowhere. And there's a copy. There's a weapon worthy legends. An atom weapon. Animated copy of elements. Wield it with pride, lass. Superpower book. No one says she's finished. She's the finished article just yet. A weapon fresh from the forge is one thing, but it's life we're talking about. She's not but a suckling babe. She wants putting through her paces and toughening up. I could pound her with my hammer, of course, but that ain't no substitute for real battle. If you ask me, you need to get out there and teach that animal what it means to be a warrior. Excuse me, girl, but might I have a word with our friend here? It was, after all, my research that brought us this far. Come, let us go to the next step in developing the anima. New weapon that I'm not going to use. Maybe repeat it any time. However, please note that you can only undertake these quests one job at a time. Anima weapon recreation. No, toughening up. I have to equip it. Alright, this brings up to 200. Seems curious to know how what weapon will develop. Alright, what kind of shit's going on now? Test of unlocking the animal's potential begins in earnest. I only wish I could offer some words of wisdom on the subject. My original studies only went so far as the animal's creation. Now that we've given it a body in your weapon, I'm afraid we are entering unfamiliar territory. As of now, the anima is not unlike a newborn babe. A lack of proper sensory stimulation could well cause it to stagnate or even disappear despite the measures we have taken. As such, it's imperative that we help it to mature and grow accustomed to its new form. And there ain't no better place to test a weapon than on the front line. And seeing as you're rarely off the front line, it shouldn't take you long to whip that thing into shape. Yeah, this is why my own trials always ended in failure. Without a proper body, the anima had no purpose. It could not be put to task, which would grant it the requisite stimulation. If you're all Mr. Swarna claims you to be, I have no doubt you will find a suitable challenge for our young charge. If you're not sure where to go, just think back on some of the more bowel-loosened adventures. I'll stroll through a few of them in dark and dank holes for you, like say 10 or so, and I bet me next round of the druthers, your weapon will be gone to the swing of things. It's not too much trouble. I would very much like to accompany you on your travels. I said, both as an uncharted territory in the growth of anima, and I would like to, and how it would be a disgrace in my profession if I let any developments pass unrecorded. Doesn't this just do a bunch of dungeons? My thanks. For my part, I promise to stay out of harm's way, observing your progress from a safe vantage point as possible. That thing's like to need a few tweaks when you come back, but you leave that to me. I'll work out any faults you find in her and pound her into a weapon worthy of the House of Splendors. I think it's like just do a whole bunch of dungeons. Yep, gotta go through Snowcloak. Should we go do this quest? All according to Keikaku. Khan's Taint. Learn Clemency. It's a new course of action. Beginning to think I've been going about this the wrong way. I've been trying to determine the whereabouts of Oathkeeper by retracting Solzagel's steps, but honestly, how he came to pursue and die at the hands of Death's Embrace is nearly as important as the simple fact that he did. Death's Embrace has a sword, it's the only logical conclusion, so if we find them, we find Oathkeeper. But even if I'm mistaken, we're doing the world a favor by bringing them to justice. I don't presume to speak for Solzagel, but I'd like to think that he'd agree, don't you? Yes, well, I suppose if we're going to find them, we had best start asking around. Though there's one thing that still strikes me. I think I need to speak with 100 Eyes. Hi, Taint. I wonder your time if it please. Frankenstein? Sure. It's about Solzagel. You never told me, but how exactly did he die? You want me to paint you a bloody picture? He was murdered. I found him and I buried him. That's all you need to know. It's just that the other day I could have sworn that forgive me, I don't know what I was thinking. Don't let me keep you from your labors. He faked his death. Let us resume our hunt for Death's Embrace. Hello. Death's Embrace, those bandits who used to raid caravans bound for Tailfeather? No one's seen neither hide nor hair of them recently. Why do you ask? Ildans, eh? Maybe they ran back to warmer climes. Never understood Southerners myself. Queer folk prone to inexplicable and irrational behavior, like those buffoons who attempted to seize the Protector of all things. Apparently snuck from board some of the airships ferrying supplies to Camp Cloudtop. Of course, the Knights drove them off. Last I heard, they had fled into the wild, screaming, "Thal's balls this and swimming horsens that." Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Monica? Anyway, we've no reason to believe believe these men are the ones we seek, but we've been blessed with serendipity before. There's no harm in investigating, at least. To Camp Cloudtop. The Eldons who tried to seize the Protector? I remember them. Baffling, really. Signed their own death warrants with their ill-conceived attack. You can be sure that House Taylor won't allow them to leave these isles alive. Death's Embrace, I suppose it's possible that the bandits seek. You're welcome to help us hunt them down if you like. The boy too, yes, he can join my unit. Given your reputation, I think you better suit it to the van. I won't let you down. We gather at the Rose House. Come, let us delay no further. I'll see you there. Instance. Hi guys, glad to have you with us. Whether we could speak at length, but the Eldons are aware of our plans and have already fled to the east. Remember, these are desperate, dangerous men. Advance with caution and wait for reinforcements if necessary. With me. Attack time. That doesn't look good. Damn it, if only. Purple stuff. Murder. You guys had trouble with these guys? Ah, more purple stuff. You okay there? Manipulated gaze. Murdered. You guys okay? Well fought. Their leader was surely the toughest of the lot. Lady Lannion will be pleased to learn of our success. I shall inform her at once. I also have dots on me. You okay there? What have you got there? Gallant gauntlets. Would you like to use them? Gallant gauntlets? Why would a member of Death's Embrace be carrying these? There's no way you could have possibly planned this. It's too elaborate. Nay, impossible. What other explanation could there be? We should return to Falcon's Nest. And go to the next quest, which will require an instance. Hello! What's going on here? Before we cornered the leader, we came across their camp. It was plain to see that they had fallen on hard times, hence why they resorted to common banditry to survive. But it's strange when you think about it. I mean, if they have Oathkeeper, why not simply sell it? Surely someone would have been willing to pay for it. I'm beginning to wonder if Sogzagal succeeded in reclaiming the sword, or if Death's Embrace ever had it at all. And by the Fury, what to make of these pieces of armor? Snazzy gauntlets. Just as I expected, it fits perfectly. Whatever remnants of Death's Embrace there may be will stay in hiding for some time, I should think. But should they did reveal themselves, we will finish what we started, as Sogzagal intended. Alright, new superpower. Learn to heal myself. And heard once you go heal yourself. Learn some clemency. Alright, learn Rage of Holy Mastery and Royal Authority. And get eye level 210 armor. Tremendous shock. Terrible news, Monk. 100 Eyes has been gravely wounded. There are wolves and he fought them off as best he could, but by the time the sentries came to his aid, I went to see him earlier, but he turned me away and bid me fetch you. For the life of me, I cannot imagine why. You okay? And I'll do what I can to ease his suffering. Oh. Wolves. Certain of wolves. Reckon I've earned it. So, time to settle one last account. Go to Sogzagal's graves, dig it up, take what you can find and give it to the boy. Won't make up for what I did to my sworn brothers, but perhaps I'll go to ways towards redressing the balance. Of course, what we've done to the boy ain't hardly defensible no matter what he says. Please, he needs rest. So, Sogzagal the Loyal. Dig shit up. Grave robbing. So fills me with the cold hard earth. You find not a coffin, but a small chest containing a gallant surcoat. What have you done? Armor. But how can this be? Why would 100 Eyes lie to us? That bastard will have answers from them both. Come, we're going back to Falcon's Nest. Hello, we're too late. Oh, Jenlins and I have grown worried that it has come to this. I'm sorry, there's nothing more to be done. God damn it all. We must have words, Constained. I go to Landscape. Look for me there. Alright, Papa Shango. What was it all for? Looking way north. Look north, look way north. What's up, Papa Shango? My karma was just to explain himself. Why the lie, Silkzoggle? Was this all just some game to you? I had my reasons, as you will soon learn. That's a rather odd way of apologizing. I suggest you try again. I'm sorry for deceiving you. Faking your death, constructing an elaborate scenario for me to find your armor? To be honest, I'm as astonished as I'm offended. How could you have possibly orchestrated everything so perfectly? Doesn't matter how I did it, what matters is why I did it. Oathkeeper is but a sword. Truths are not forged in steel, they are sworn in the heart. To merely reclaim the sword will not suffice. It must be won by a worthy paladin. Only then will it, and our order, be restored to its former glory. I don't understand. Why not simply teach me the ways as you said you would? A son may move a man, a master may instruct his pupil, but only when that pupil moves himself can he become a paladin. That said, I did not account for Monika's intervention. Master Popchan, as we discussed. Very well. Shinies. Surprise! I was like, what's going on? Souls we paladins wield are embodiments of our will. In keeping to our oaths, they grow stronger, more dominant. In the presence of a particularly pure soul, others may be compelled to yield. But when two souls cannot reconcile, when one cannot establish dominance, it can spell disaster. That seems awfully inconvenient. Oh, you have no idea. As the discordance between two souls grows, the ether builds and the souls grow unstable. And the souls looked as though they were fit to burst with aether. Wait, you don't mean to say that their souls will be destroyed, do you? By the Fury, how do we stop it? You fight. Your souls demand it. You two cannot coexist as you are. You must rise above. One must rise above. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. We are paladins, defend the weak and needy. What madness is this that we must face each other in battle? But if there is truly no other way, I will not renounce my oaths. I will become the paladin I was destined to be, and if that means we must fight, then so be it. Alright, instance time. Alright, but just be forewarned, my gear is better than yours. Come, sister. About to fuck you up. Punch him in the taint. Oh, get fucked. In spirit. Why do I care about your spells when I can just murder you before you can do anything? Am I truly so weak? No, Constantine, nothing could be further from the truth. You fought with honor and purpose. Do not be ashamed. So, Xagal. Impressive, too impressive. Intriguing deception that would put Lord Lolito to shame. Tell them the truth, the whole truth. Figured it out, have you? Do you still have the soul I left for you at the 100 throws? What? Oh yes, here. Dude looks like a paladin now. The stones belonged to the first captain of the Sunsworn, the first paladin who wielded Oathkeeper. Once it shone with her splendid light, as did Oathkeeper, but now both have lost their luster. I have the sword, and everything I've done, that I've made you all do, has been for the sole purpose of making it shine once more. Of course, it's so simple. Wait, no it's not. It's needlessly complicated. What of your soul, the one you gave to Monica when first you met? I can have it, so I'll take it and restore Oathkeeper's light with your own. Once a man has left the Sunsworn, he cannot return. My soul will no longer suffice. All I can do is show another way and ask that she do the same for her brothers and sisters. But she does not yet stand above all others. Not until she has bested me. Draw your sword, the time has come. I'm gonna fuck you up too. It's Paladin Battle Royale! There goes half your hit points. Unbreakable. Is it though? Seems pretty breakable to me. We're not finished. I think you're pretty finished. Forms worthy of the Warrior of Light get fucked. Yes. Yes! Alright, done. At long last, a paladin who can make it shine again. Behold, Oathkeeper, bestowed upon the first captain of the Sunsworn, stolen under my watch by the minions of the Monotaris. For years I sought to reclaim it, to redeem myself from my failure. A paladin swears allegiance to the Sultanate. A paladin shall be the sword and shield of the Sultanate. A paladin defends the people of the realm. 30 years I aspired to those ideals. 30 years I tried to live up to the example set by our founder, so revered that his very soul crystal would be set up in Oathkeeper's pommel. For those legendary captains of El, the sword would shimmer with such brilliance that night would be as day. Yet for the 30 years I wore it, it shined for me but once. That was before it was taken from me, before I forswore my oath so I could reclaim it. And though through all your trials and tribulations, you have remained true to yourself and to Eorzea. You continue to be an inspiration to us all. Come, take up Oathkeeper, raise it aloft, and let it shine forth as a beacon unto all. It's like sword's bigger than she is. Here you go, have a shiny new sword. No more shinies. Here was my first choice. The saint was incentive, motivation, though in the end he proved himself to be so much more. You're a right bastard, you know that? Doing all this just to make a bloody sword shine? Personally, that I found a proper mentor in Monica. Well, I may not be the chosen one, but I'm still a free paladin. That is the path that I've chosen for myself, and on it I will stay. Well said, it would not do for you to be so easily discouraged. Gentlemen, I leave matters here in your capable hands. You be okay out there on your own, Lalafell? You've done it again. Okay, it may not shine for me as it did for you, but perhaps in time it will. But even should it not, I will not lose heart, for Paladin's virtue is not in the radiance of his blade, but in the righteousness of his actions. By what we decide to do every day, we will be good men. Or not. So as long as all keepers return to the Solemnsworn, will you not return to us as well? It's like, nah, I'm good. As a friend and ally perhaps, but not as a brother. Some bonds once broken cannot be mended. Thank you, Maka, for all you have done. How strange that we must turn to a free paladin rather than one of our own to show us the way. Yet I suppose it is not the first time, is it? Oh, what are those sound effects? So that's it then? You're leaving? Ilda beckons, and besides, I have nothing left to teach you. Then I wish you well on your journey and pray that you find happiness there. I'm coming back, you know. There's an awful lot of work to be done in Falcon's Nest, and I did make a promise to 100 Eyes. Oh, then I shall see you when you return. Suddenly they're bright and happy again. We should head back too. Alright, meet you there. It's like come back once you finish the story. I'm still not quite sure what it was all for, but it seems to have ended well enough. I suppose you ought to get back to your grand adventures and meet my paladining, or whatever it is you call it. Right then, it's been a pleasure. Oh, but I warn you, the next time we cross blades, I mean to win. Fare thee well. Alright. Armor that I'm probably not going to use, and superpower. Let's get those superpowers. Pose! Superpowers. Establish dominance over your fellow paladins. Oh, we can head on over to Mogholm as well. More instance things. It's given up hope of Guide-a-Lot returning. In spite of our best efforts, we weren't able to find Guide-a-Lot. If he had any intention to return, he would have done so by now. It seems plain we cannot depend upon him anymore. But with or without him, we must continue our mission. I was hoping to meet Guide-a-Lot, but I suppose the show must go on. Now, the legend says that the Battle Balloon can be found in the skies to the east. Is there another place like Turning Mist in that direction? Sea of Clouds? Truly, then that is where we must go. We need to make a brief visit to Gridania to secure the use of an airship to bear us there. Pray come to the landing when you arrive in the city. This is just between you and me, but I've actually spoken with Guide-a-Lot, Kupo. Fortunately, he refused to come back, saying that he couldn't bear to face Sanson. I couldn't convince him to join us, but maybe you can. Here, take this with you. Your Sanson's journal, the one you're always writing in. I, borrowed it. I thought that it might help you if you were to show it to Guide-a-Lot. You'll find him at the summit of Summall. Making a new song way up here? What you up to? Bah, that mocked a blab, didn't he? Here, have a journal. Sanson's journal, is it? It's knife-filled cover to cover with writings on song, huh? To see this, you'd think him a bard. I've done a lot of thinking since we last spoke. Though he's no bard, Sanson's bent on finding a song. Hell, he's keener on it than any one of us, and I couldn't understand why, but now I do. Sanson truly believes in song, it's as simple as that, but in the heat of the moment I accused him of using song as a tool. That was ill done, and I'm ashamed of myself. I can't bear to be in Sanson's company. You have to see clouds? Then I wish you luck. I can't go with you, I don't have the right. I need to be alone right now and take a long, hard look at myself. You'd do best not to expect anything of me. Depression arc. So you forgot you can't just jump down here, can you? Hi, I'm pleased to say that I was able to secure the Order's cooperation. We have permission to take an airship to the Sea of Clouds. Oh, joy of joys, I'm so excited I can hear music from the general direction of the airship. Let's not tarry, the Battle of Oblivion awaits. Sure, let's go. Oh, with this ended, Mog just senses that an eldritch power rests here, and it fills him with dread. It can only be the Battle of Oblivion. Most places abandoned, such structures as remain are reminiscent of Mog home. If Moogles once lived here, then we are surely on the right track. Let us scour the entire isle. It's instance time. What's going on way out here? Learning song through battle? Oh, it sounded like I heard spawning enemies. This stone, it calls to me. The Battle of Oblivion here. I've never felt so certain of anything in my life. Where have we seen such markings before, Kupo? I remember now. That is a sealing stone used to seal away baleful beings. You mustn't touch. Uh-oh. Surprise! Legaia, the long cold night has ended, banished by the hand of a fool. Your dreams are mine to see, and your heart is mine to rule. I sing a song of love, and such love I bear for you. With all my heart I give it, and know my heart is true. As I once loved the creatures who upon this land did dwell, but they cast aside my love, so I sent them all to hell. Ugh, my head. Nay, my very soul is like to split. What is this voice? It resounds through the heavens and destroys all. This is the Ballad of Oblivion? And this fiend used it to lay waste to the entire tribe of Moogles. This isn't a song, this is an outrage, Kupo. All this time the thing I saw didn't even exist. To say I will release this menace into the world, I will vanquish it even if it costs me my life. Flee this place, the both of you. No, I want to shoot her. Who do you think you're trying to impress? Boss is just staring at us while we talk. Monica and Mog aren't running anywhere, and neither am I. We're in this together, to the bitter end. Gudla, why are you here? Say something annoying. I'm here because you know nothing, Sansa the Stiff. I can't well leave you to your own devices. Prick up your ears because I'm not going to say it again. It's the fervent desire to aid our comrades that bestows our songs with power. And no songs have more power than those you can compose yourself. If there's no Ballad of Oblivion to be had, we'll just have to create it. She's like, are you done talking now? All right of it. Let ours be the song of triumph over a legendary fiend. I like the sound of that. Now then, there are 4 of us to battle the siren. This makes this song a quartet, eh? You're about to get fucked up. Alright, Siren 2.0. You're getting dotted up. You're getting tripled. You call a song, don't make me laugh. Be careful. I've got a bad feeling about this. Out of the way. My dots. Stop it. Also refresh my dots. The music is bad and you should feel bad. Oh, okay. That's donut attack. Interruptions. I can't keep stopping that song of torment though. Dot refresh. Oh, there you are. Just a little further, Kupo. She keeps leaving though. Get in. Dispel it. Triple. Get murdered. We did it, Song Brothers! Stealing someone's back to the way it was, Kupo. I mean, do we just murder her? You're with us aboard the airship, but there's scarcely any room to... Ah, never mind that now. Wherever it was you were hiding, you made us all worried sick. Do you know that? I didn't know before, I certainly do now. I also know how hard you've been working thanks to this. My journal, where did you... Give that back this instant. I needed to write my report. Balls you do, we compose our own ballad building. That's all you need to write. Now I think about it, my superiors will demand more tangible results. Oh, but of course, such abilities as Monica mastered during the journey, they shall serve you admirably. Bah, make up your bloody mind. When I return to Monko, I'm going to tell everyone that we created our very own Ballad of Oblivion, Kupo. Speaking of returning, I'd best get back to being a Quiverman, and who knows, I might even try to behave myself from now on. But whatever I might get up to, know that I won't rest until I surpass both Chantal and Monica. I look forward to the day that you remember, my plan can't succeed without you. Just get married already. Please send me word when the unit is formed. I'll come and pay everyone a visit, Kupo. You should be the first to know, my friend. And on that note, let's go home. All the way back to Gridania. Upon returning to Gridania, I must report to both the Quarter of the Twin Adder and the God's Quiver. While I attend to business, might I trouble you to pay gentle visit? He will doubtless desire to hear an account of our journey. Thank you for everything. I know not when it will be, but I look forward to the day we meet again. It will be when I finish the main story. Alright, off to Quarry Mill. Rousing tale of friendship in the face of adversity. I thank you for watching over Sanson and Guidelot. When Sanson's plan begins taking shape, he may count on me to aid him in whatever way I am able. As for my friend, 'tis plain that your experience have raised you higher as a bard, as I expected they would. I pray that you shall ever be a paragon of art, enriching the hearts of men with song. Alright, new superpowers. Getting all the superpowers. Hooray, superpower. Ancient Melody. Sidewinder. That's a melody. Literally just have an extra 320 potency, because why the fuck not? Alright, well I gotta do this quest. I have a lot of just random lebs on me. I gotta do this quest in my free time, which is just do 10 dungeons. And then I'll level some more. So next time I guess we'll just keep working on our class quests. I guess I'll start working through the caster quest. And maybe look at start. There's still Alexander to start. There's also still like the whole Void Arc set line, quest line 24-man to do. And then there's the main story. And there's also a whole bunch of dungeons to do. So next time, we'll start doing some more of that. Thanks for watching! Did you like this video? If you did, like it, leave a comment, and share it. You can click on the left button to subscribe, and the right button to watch more Lalafell adventures. Thanks for watching!